In a historic legal battle at the International Court of Justice, South Africa has painted a grim picture of the daily lived horrors of the people of Gaza. The country's top legal team is asking the Peace Palace to issue provisional measures to stop Israel's military operations in the Palestine enclave. Israel will respond to South Africa's genocidal intent case tomorrow. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi takes a look.
A case built on clear legal rights and not images is what, according to South Africa, is the foundation of its case. Senior legal minds representing the country avoided showing graphic videos and images of the daily lived horrors of the people of Gaza. They nonetheless painted a grim picture in their bid to display genocidal acts that they say are relentlessly perpetrated against Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip.
In the first 3 weeks alone, following 7 October, Israel deployed 6,000 bombs per week. At least 200 times it has deployed 2,000-pound bombs in southern areas of Palestine designated as safe. These bombs have also decimated the north, including refugee camps. More than 1,800 families, Palestinian families in Gaza, have lost multiple family members, and hundreds of multi-generational families have been wiped out, with no remaining survivors. No one is spared, not even newborn babies.
Among the mass killings and causing serious mental and bodily harm to the Palestinians, South Africa argued the genocidal intent that advocate Nqubaidobi says has been articulated in no ambiguous terms by leaders of Israel and understood by soldiers on the ground.
The language of systematic dehumanization is evident here. Human animals, both Hamas and civilians, are condemned. Within the Israeli cabinet, this is also a widely held view. The Minister of Energy and Infrastructure, Israel Katz, called for the denial of water and fuel, as this is what will happen to a people of children killers and slaughterers. This admits of no ambiguity. It means to create conditions of death of the Palestinian people in Gaza. To die a slow death because of starvation and dehydration, or to die quickly because of a bomb attack or snipers, but to die nevertheless. The intent to destroy Gaza has been nurtured at the highest levels of state.
South Africa says statistics stand as evidence of the urgency and risk of the irreparable prejudice on the people of Gaza.
Each day, yet more desperate people will be forced to relocate from where they are sheltering, or will be bombed in places where they have been told to evacuate to. Entire multi-generational families will be obliterated, and yet more Palestinian children will become WCNSF, Wounded Child, No Surviving Family, the terrible new acronym born out of Israel's genocidal assault on the Palestinian population in Gaza.
South Africa contends that Tel Aviv has violated its obligations under the United Nations Genocide Convention not to commit genocide. But the International Court of Justice is not called upon to decide whether or not Israel is committing genocide, but whether it can issue provisional measures that will stop its military operations in Gaza.
The UN Relief and Works Agency have asserted that it is imperative to halt military operations in order to enable the effective delivery of humanitarian relief. And that is why South Africa has requested an order for the immediate suspension of Israel's military operations in and against Gaza. It is the only way to secure the humanitarian response and avoid yet more unnecessary death and destruction.
South Africa's application has been described by many as symbolic, with Pretoria lauded for standing for human rights. Israel will get a chance to make oral arguments before judges of the International Court of Justice on Friday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi.